Toronto police are notorious for violating people's rights throughout the years. Subsequently, they have always tried to convey that they are the transparent ones. Now, on their website, they have a hearings and decisions page where they show police officers who have been charged, what their charges are, and what disciplinary actions were taken against the officer in question. Case in point, a Toronto police officer named Michael Kiproff was charged with a major road rage incident and other offenses. The list of charges were vast. And what most people do not realize is that the public, you and I, are allowed to watch virtually from the comfort of our own homes. So the morning of Officer Kiproff's hearing, 10 minutes before 9 a.m., I logged onto my computer, went to the hearings and decisions page, and it showed that the matter had been dealt with. 10 minutes before 9 a.m. So I ask, what happened to the officer? And guess what? According to the Toronto Police, this is none of our business. Now, when you go onto the hearings and decisions page, you'll see this. So I make a phone call to corporate communications, and this was their response. Play dumb much?
Toronto Police Communications, PC Victor, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm just wondering if you would care to comment on the officer that pled guilty yesterday to the shooting.
Sorry, can you just send those requests to our inbox, our Toronto Police Corporate Communications inbox?
Okay, I can do that. And also, I just have another question. Is there? I'm on the police tribunal page, and there's nothing.
Yes, I think I spoke with you yesterday.
Well, this is the first time of me calling.
Oh, okay, all right, and there's nothing listed there, correct?
There's nothing at all on the page.
Yeah, so we had an inquiry in regards to that yesterday. So I'm unsure as to why there's nothing scheduled for this week. So if you want to include that in your inquiry, I can look into that for you.
Okay, yeah, because it's been a few weeks since nothing.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. I'll send it to our managers and have a conversation with them as to why that's happening. Yeah, I really don't know. This is the second time I've heard about it, and I've already sent an email off, and I haven't heard anything back. So, yeah, it just like if you write that note, at least they can see that there's interest as to why it's not being published.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye.
They ain't playing. Holy. They ain't playing.
Get out of the car.
Get out the car? Get out the car for what? Get out the car for what? What's going on? Guns at me? What's going on?
Back up.
We got a call
Yes.
for people shooting a music video
Okay.
with firearms, okay?
Gun pointed at me. Yes. Thank
Do you
you.
have anything on you?
No, I do not. No, I
Okay.
do not. No, I do not. But this man still has his Gun out on me.
Have it because we got.
No.
Back up.
No.
Back up.
You're putting your hands on me, homeboy? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, pussy. Pussy, look, feel tough tonight. Feel tough tonight. Feel tough tonight. Feel tough tonight. Yeah, physically putting your hands on me, right? Physically putting your hands off him. Listen, not physically putting your hands on me. Yo, hands on my neck. Hands on my neck. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, man. Brother. I'm not doing anything. I'm video recording. It's in the house. Recording. Yeah. Listen. What am I doing? What am I doing? Fuck you, pussy. Fuck you, pussy. Fuck you, pussy. What's up? You killed my sister, pussy? Yeah. What's up, pussy? Pussy? He's a goof, please. Fuck you, goof.
Why you guys here? Leave, yo. You guys are weirdos.
What's up?
You guys are weirdos.
No, stop. I'm recording him.
Okay, chill. You guys go back.
The backstory here is on February 2023, Constable Andrew Davis of the Toronto Police Service was on his way to a pay duty when he overheard on the radio about a man with a knife at a local park. Now, Constable Andrew Davis was off duty at the time and in his personal vehicle. He should have gone straight to his pay duty, but instead he took it upon himself to drive to the location, ultimately shooting the man, almost killing him. Constable Andrew Davis only had 53 weeks in the job. The person who ordered Constable Andrew Davis to shoot the man was Constable Sarah Richards, the coward who ordered a fourth-class rookie constable to shoot a man. Again, de-escalation techniques are thrown out the window, and the lack of training is blatantly obvious with the Toronto Police Service. And why does this keep happening?
Dramatic police body-worn camera video was played in court, showing Devon Fowlin being tasered and shot to support the facts in this case. This is Constable Andrew Davis pleaded guilty to assault causing bodily harm and careless discharge of a firearm. Constable Andrew Davis had been a Toronto police officer for 53 weeks and was off duty driving his own car to a paid duty assignment wearing full uniform on February 27, 2023, when he heard a high priority call over the police radio. Being nearby, Davis responded to the call after hearing there was a man, possibly with a knife, who was engaging with someone with an off-leash dog.
Hands up! Hands up! Get it down on the ground!
Just after Davis arrived, two uniformed officers pulled up and tried to de-escalate the situation. The armed man, who was homeless at the time, later identified as Devon Fowlin, refused to drop the knife and get down.
Hey, what's with the knife?
I'm just here.
Okay.
Constable Sarah Richards is then seen deploying her taser. Moments later, Fowlin pulls a knife out of his waistband and cuts his throat, causing a self-inflicted wound. Then Richard yells, "Shoot him."
Oh my God, shoot him!
Davis fired 2 shots at Fowlin before Fowlin tried to flee, eventually dropping the knife. He was taken down to the ground and arrested. Fowlin suffered penetrating wounds to his wrist, chest, abdomen, and hip, but survived. 6 months later, the Special Investigations Unit charged Davis with aggravated assault and discharged firearm. On Wednesday, the 34-year-old officer came to court and pleaded guilty to assault causing bodily harm and careless discharge of a firearm.
I believe that with this outcome, there is justice for everyone.
Fowlin says he's still experiencing physical and emotional trauma from the shooting. Court heard the former ramp employee at Pearson Airport lost his job in 2021. He was unemployed at the time of the incident and was living out of his vehicle and had been camping at the park the previous night.
We need more appropriate responses to situations like mine, especially to deal with mental health crisis.
A date for the sentencing hearing for Davis has yet to be set. Constable Davis remains suspended with pay. His charges before the police tribunal have been stayed pending the outcome of these criminal proceedings. Constable Richards, who was Davis's superior that day, has also been charged under the Police Services Act. Her matter has also yet to be dealt with.
Yeah, you heard it right. Suspended with pay. And the police officer, female, who ordered him to shoot and kill a man is also getting suspended with pay. They both should be shit can fired. You can't have these people on the road policing the public. They're a danger to the society that we live in. Now, being a former Toronto police officer myself, after watching this video, I'm disgusted at what I saw and how this new generation of policing is killing people. First off, I want to say that this imbecile police officer with 53 weeks on the job should have just gone to his pay duty, right? But he took it upon himself to drive to this call way out of his way to respond. He's off duty and he hasn't even checked in with his pay duty yet. So he is off duty. That's number one. Number two is you can see by the video that these police officers jump out of their car and without speaking with the gentleman calmly, asking him what the problem is, trying to de-escalate. The first thing they do is escalate it by all having their weapons out. The guy isn't running towards him with a knife. He's backing up. He is backing up from the officers. The female cop pulls out her taser. Now, it's February, freezing cold outside, and the gentleman has a thick coat on. Well, that taser's not going to do jack shit to a coat. We all know that. When those probes go into a thick coat, it doesn't make contact with your skin. That's the second mistake. Third mistake is they begin to chase him. Now, any right-minded person being chased by 5 to 6 police officers with their guns out would run. That's their first instinct, is to run. Now add onto that, if you're mentally ill or high on drugs, it amplifies it 1,000 times more. And then this police officer, the female, orders a rookie 4th-class constable to shoot and kill a man who has a knife to his own throat.
Oh my God, shoot him! Oh my God, shoot him!
He's crying out for help, guys. He's crying out for help. He doesn't want to be shot by you pigs. And I'm tired of seeing this happening on a daily basis. Where is Chief Demke in all of this? I never see the guy unless it's a Chiefs gala or some fundraising event. Get your ass out there and deal with your officers. Now, lastly, I want to point out something huge, and that is Crossfire. Look at how these monkeys, honestly, they all have their sidearms out and they're just pointing it at this guy. Now, this is a park, and behind the park is houses. And not only that, but these other officers running towards the guy with a knife are in front of the rookie cop that shot the gentleman. Where's their gun retention? Everybody should be back, standing back behind one person if they're going to draw their firearm and point it at somebody. Any one of those officers could have been killed by this moron cop that shot that guy. It's utterly incompetence, and it's all on video. The incompetence is being shown to the world, and thank God for video, because if this hadn't been on video, that cop would have never been charged. Now, I called the Toronto Police Pay Duty office this morning, and I spoke to a sergeant. And this is his response here. But before we listen to his response, the Toronto Police never, ever take any sort of criticism or responsibility for their officers' actions. And I know that when I was a police officer, I know I keep saying this, but I have to. When I did pay duties, and I did a ton of pay duties over my years of policing, you cannot drive your personal vehicle to calls to help other officers. It's a no-no. You can't do it. But this sergeant seems to think it's okay to do so, even after his officer, one of his officers, was charged yesterday. They're still adamant that it's okay. It's unreal.
Paid duty officer, Sam speaking.
Hi, it's MadLab Press calling. I'm just wondering if somebody hires a paid duty officer and a call comes over the radio for anything, are they allowed to answer that call, or do they have to go right to their paid duty?
Are you an officer or a customer calling?
I'm with media.
Media. Okay, just hold on.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm going to transfer to my sergeant. Just hold on.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Please wait while we transfer your call to the next available representative.
Sergeant Coach.
Hi, just wondering if someone was to hire a paid duty officer and they're on their way to a paid duty, are they allowed to stop a vehicle or get involved in a criminal offense while they're on their way to a paid duty?
You mean get involved in a criminal offense as in like investigating, or?
Yeah, like if they see officers at the side of the road that are dealing with somebody, are they allowed to stop and perform their duties as a police officer?
Yeah. What's the concern?
Well, it was just on the news yesterday when that paid duty officer shot that gentleman 3 times. He was on his way to a paid duty. I'm just wondering if that's something that is frowned upon, or is that typical?
Well, I mean, if an officer is in uniform and they see something on the side of the road on their way to their paid duty, they can certainly stop and help out.
But even if there's 3 or 4 officers already taking care of the situation?
Well, it's hard to say, like, without knowing all of the facts behind it. You know,
Right.
it's quite possible for an officer to want to, see something going on and stop and help out.
Okay. I was just curious because I just thought it was kind of odd that if you're on the way to a paid duty, you're actually off duty, right? Because that's what it says on your webpage, that the officer is off duty.
Yeah, they technically are until they start their pay duty in most cases. But
Right.
I mean, it's not all that unusual for an officer to help out if they see something going on. We'll have officers off duty, not in uniform, stop in and help out if they see something going on.
Right. Okay. I was just
it's
curious.
hard for me to say without knowing, obviously, what the officer saw, what the circumstance was, how things were going, the nature of it, so on and so forth. To be honest with you, like, this is the first I've heard that it was an officer on the way to a pay duty that was involved in this. So
Yeah, it was the officer. He had 52 weeks or 53 weeks on the job, and he was on his way to a paid duty, and he ended up shooting the gentleman 3 times. So
yeah, I did hear about that. I didn't realize it was on the way to a pay duty though.
yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, it's not uncommon at all. It certainly does happen. Like I said, a police officer is technically a police officer in the province of Ontario 24/7, and if they, feel the need to help out, but again, it's tough for me to say without knowing everything that the officer saw and experienced and so on.
Okay, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
No problem. Take care.
Bye-bye.
So there it is. You call the police and you have a 50-50 chance of dying. My message to everyone out there, whether you're in Canada, the US, Europe, always film the police, no matter where you are or what you're doing. We need police reform in this country, and without it, I'll be making a lot more of these videos of people dying at the hands of the Toronto Police. Who's next? You? This is MadLab Press. I'll see you on the next one.